Hello there. Hello there and welcome back. Matt here. Hopefully you are doing fabulously well. That is my hope. So, the game plan for today. I have yet to farm any withers because I went back to work and, well, it's kicking my butt. So I haven't had a whole lot of time, I haven't done a whole lot in this world. I messed around on a server that I play on and that's pretty much it. But I have a couple things I want to get done in this episode. So, first off, I want to kind of make all this fit together because right now it's kind of discombobulated. I want to make some paths, kind of like this one I have out here, but I want to actually make it look like a freaking path. And, well, this one does look like, but you get the point. But the biggest thing is I want to start on a wool farm because, well, I don't want to get more into map art. I finally found a really cool and quite easy way to get map art into it if you're not that great at, doing it freehand or anything. And it was a video by Shulkercraft that he released recently showing the program that's used and everything. Yeah, it works great. And I'm looking forward to doing more with it. But to do that, I'm going to need a lot more wool. So I want to get that started early. I'm not going to have any sort of like mega farm at this point because, well, there's no point for that since I don't really have any plans, specific plans. So I wanted to start on that and just get it kind of set up in an area. I have no idea where though, because the build that I have kind of sketched out right now in creative is, well, it's a bit big. So I would either need, and I don't want to just like keep clumping it around this area because I want to do something more natural in this area. I want to put like a fountain over here, paths and all that fun stuff. So I would have to put it, like around a different area or something. So I have to muck about with that. But I want to finish up this since I haven't done a whole lot more than what I've showed prior. I like it a lot more. I just need to finish off down here, these last two things, and then just wrapping around the corner. And this area is done. I do not care to add anything else to it. So after I do this, that area will be done. But I need to definitely, obviously, make this prettier. So I'm going to need some dirt and all that fun terraforming stuff. So without any further ado, hopefully, let's take care of some of this because it needs to be fixed badly. All right. Time lapse? Yes, let's go. Alrighty, so I want to do a quick talk about the terraforming that I do. It's not a whole lot. I just wanted to kind of make it more believable, I guess, is the easier term. But I know I needed a lot of dirt, and then on top of that, I, well, needed to make a path at some point. So on top of that, the only thing I'm really not sure about is how to frame out the arch going down towards the villager trading hall. So I'm going to need to work on that. I'm not the happiest with it, but I'll have to figure something out. Otherwise, I think the only thing that I'm not 100% sure on is the cobblestone, but otherwise, I like it a whole lot, so hopefully you enjoy the rest of the time lapse, and I will catch you at the end. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed that time lapse. I have been wanting to do this for a while to get some sort of just stuff going on. I still want to get like brown wool and maybe some green wool put down here and everything like that, but overall I like it. Only thing I'm unsure about is really the cobblestone over here. I just kind of put it down to test it to see how I liked it. I'm on the fence. I think it looks okay, but I don't know. I think it kind of works with going with the walls and stuff like that, but I don't know. Maybe it's just a really old path that, you know, few traces of cobble actually remain. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for that at the moment. But let me know what you think. I'm gonna be putting more lights in, or more lamps around, so to like light up the trail. And there was a bit I put back here. Oop, oop. Aha, nailed it. I did miss a couple spots, but I'm not too concerned about it at the moment. So that is one thing off the list. However, next, I need to find a place to put the sheep farm. Because it's not small. And I do want to do a building around it, so that becomes another issue. Now, I do want to spread out because it's a little claustrophobic, as it were. I may move the fountain, though. Or put a second fountain, I'm not sure. Seems like I could put like the fountain right here and just make it bigger, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Overall, I'm liking it so far, but I'll need to take a little think and consider where to put the next bit. Because, well, yeah, I want to actually use those sheep instead of just having them sit there. Especially since I would like to use wool, especially later on with map art and stuff, because that'll be really fun, I think. Yeah. All right. So next up, finding a spot to put the sheep. So let me look around here for a hot second and see what I can find. Sorry about the last clip. I didn't realize that I had my streaming overlay on. So that's why I had the extra little bits in the corners over, you know, this direction and up top. And yeah, so my bad. Yeah. Either way, I think I found the area that I want to do, since I wanted to kind of branch out from there, and I wanted to, well, make it more, instead of just a tiny area, make it more like a small town. You're not going to have the small town within 3 feet of each other. It's going to be branched out a little bit. So I figure we'll go over here, which should work out quite well. I think we'll start by putting it just like over here. And what I might do is have it be like a walkthrough. So I'll have whether it be 8 on one side and 8 on the other, or 4 and 4, whatever, like 4 in one row and then 4 behind it, and then the other side 4 and 4. And no, 8, whatever, my brain is fried, whatever it comes out to. So it's 16, 5 by 2, 4. Yeah, 4, okay. I swear, I'm not a math person. No. It's also late and I'm a bit tired. Either way. So I'm going to get rid of these trees, and I'm going to kind of rough out where I want stuff to be by just quickly, you know, building the things. And bring you on back, then I'll have to bring all of the Doomaflachis, the sheep, back over. Crafted a bunch of leads with the various slime that I've taken from my very incredibly inefficient slime farm that I don't actually have anything to farm it with, down underneath the village trading hall. So that is the next plan. I should kind of figure out how I want to do this, but first let's clear out these trees. So I'd started mocking up a building in creative, but I was kind of thinking of doing like a walkthrough. So you would have stairs walking up, and you'd have the, you know, sheep up here, and you'd obviously have an equal level platform, and then you'd have up, probably back here, because you need what, a 3x3, something like that. I forget exactly. Yeah. Probably put some on the back, but that's pretty much all you need. Observer facing into this. Glass, yeah. So basically a 4x3. So, and then you'd have one back here. But you don't want... I kind of like it up in the air a bit, so something like this. Do. So you'd have that on both sides, and then you'd have storage at the end here in the chest with each color on each side, obviously. I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I like that idea, because that way, it keeps it open to what I want to put at the end there, which I don't know at the moment, but I don't know. It just seems like a cool idea, and it's something I haven't done. I've always made buildings around everything, so it'd be similar to the barn, where it's got the pass-through, but this will be more pass-through-y. Doesn't make any sense, but I don't really care. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. And yeah, I like that idea. I obviously have no idea the exact building I'll be doing, because the one in creative is different for the most part, but I have some blocks I definitely want to use. So, dispenser, redstone, and glass is pretty much, that's all you need. Now, I'm sure everyone and their mother knows how to do this, but it's quite simple. The observer observes the block change when the sheep eats the grass, which then fires a dispenser full of the shears, which then shears the sheep, and then under here, you are going to have, what are we right there? Nope, one back. You're going to have a chest, a copper minecart. I cannot think right now. Copper minecart underneath, which then catches it and puts the stuff in there. But I'm going to have it go down into a storage system on this end. I just need to get these fitted up. So it'll be right here. I did make scaffolding. I'm smart sometimes. Okay. And now. And that is literally all you need for the sheep farm. You put the sheep in here, surrounded by glass. That way the grass can still travel to refresh this dirt block when it gets eaten by the sheep. And you're good to go. Although I don't think I have glass on me. No, I do not. I do have an empty shulker box though, and a horrendous inventory. Don't judge me. And I did get a good amount of beef from when I killed the cows in there, so I'll be good with food for a while. Let me get this all mostly built up, at least the mechanisms, and then we can bring over the sheep. And that'll be super duper fun, because sheep always cooperate. Every single time. Alrighty, let me get this built up and we'll go on to the next part. Alright, so I got it all built up. Well, this mechanism. I didn't get the sorting system or anything built up just yet. But I figured I'd kind of show you my basic idea for what I have planned. Now, I haven't used sandstone yet. I'm trying to use other blocks that I either haven't used a whole lot in the past or just could never really figure out that well. But I've used sandstone, birch, like oak and spruce pretty regularly in previous builds that I've done. So what I want to do is bring that back. Bring sexy back, as it were. I'm not sure how sexy it'll be, but I really like it, so that's what matters. Now I just need to farm a few shroom lights and I can get exactly what I want. The idea here is we're going to have, I made up some hoppers, well, made up chests, which I need to grab. Did I grab iron? No, I didn't. I got the iron ore, but I need the actual iron. Let's go grab that. Thread the needle. Thread the needle. Nailed it. Iron acquired. We're going to have the chest right over here on each side. And then the, basically path continues down this road. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to have it be like a... I don't know. What I honestly really want to do, which I have in my multiplayer server that I play on, is a giant melon, pumpkin, and cactus farm. And I do mean giant, to the point that it is consistently flowing melons and cactuses and pumpkins in to become bone meal. I don't know why, but I just really like it. So I think that is what we are going to do at some point. Definitely not here because, well, I already have a small cactus farm over there. And the design that I would need to do for the melons and pumpkins would be to expand, separate each section, and put like a 5-block gap in between that, or a 4, I think it is. And do it that way and make it very large. But I figure that'll be later down the road when, I want to make more of a industrial type area. And yeah. So, I think pretty soon I'm going to need to make a tree farm. Because, wow, I nailed that? Awesome. Because I'm going to need to farm a bunch of wood. Nope, didn't nail that. I wonder. I haven't done this before. Let's see if this will look decent. So my idea here is I'm going to put a shroom light right in the middle with stairs around it. I did it before. I can dig that. What if we put that? Just got before. That's good for now. I'm not too worried about it. I just needed something up here. That way I could, well, get up and down easier. Boom. Now, I may end up keeping this, but probably not. I just wanted something to look decent. So next up, I need to do, getting all these sheep over here. But before that, I need to dye all of them, which conveniently for me, I've had this chest hanging out here from probably like at the 2nd episode. I have everything I need right here. Which is quite convenient. I didn't really need to get the white dye, but I just wanted to make sure I had all the colors. So, next step is to take out each one and either bring all of them over at once, all 16, and then just dye them over there, or take one out, dye, take over, take one out, dye, take over. We'll probably bring everything over there first. So, let's work that out. Now, be the sheep herder. Be the sheep herder. I thought I had more. Okay, this is actually going a lot easier than I thought it would. So while I do this real quick, I kind of figured I would talk about my plans for this area, because obviously I've said that I want to do a big kind of mountain-esque base, which I still want to do. There's a handful of ideas I definitely want to try out. Oh, bollocks, it takes all of them off? Oh, geez. Well, that failed hardcore. I didn't think it took all of them. Oh, crud. Okay, well. I need to sleep first. Come here, sheepy, sheepy, sheepy. There we go. Okay. So first off, apparently I need to bring all of this. Nice. Okay. I need to breed 4 more. Get up to the... Yep. Get to the desired 16. Well, needed. Not just desired. Needed. Okay. Let's put it right here. Alright. Well, let me get more of this done and I will bring you back. I still have to craft a handful of things and all that fun jazz. But since I've got the sheep over here and they... How did you get out? Oh. That does make it easier when, you know, the doors open. That was smart of me. That definitely, yeah. I don't really have any words. Just, yep. Yeah. That was not smart. All right. Now I'm gonna let those guys grow up. And we are going to get everything else hooked up, which is gonna be interesting. Okay, let me get this all suited up and I'll bring you back once I get a little more done. All the redstone, well, all the chests are hooked up. I'm not gonna be able to hook up the entire Dumaflachi, the storage system and everything today, but I wanted to at least get the chest going because, well, to get the storage system working like quickly, I want to have more of them already backed up. So I have the white one in here. Next, I'm going to be getting everything else. And the most annoying thing about Java, I'm sure that anyone knows this and people who may not. When you shear a sheep, if it's a different color, it doesn't matter because you can't tell due to the fact that they don't change the underside of the color. So the white bits on the sheep right now, while it's sheared, if it's a blue color, light blue, black, gray, whatever, yeah, you can't tell unless, you know, do this prior. So this is what I've usually done in the past. Either put a wool block or put the color tinted glass around them, which I'll probably do in the future, but right now I just want to get this up and running. That way I can do an overnight sort of AFK, get, you know, a stack or two up and running, and then I can finish off the actual storage system and get that going. So, oh, they did it again. Fabulous. Ooh, yay. So it's a slow and mildly tedious process, but it'll be super duper exciting. So I think we're going to do possibly a short time lapse and just showing me getting all these guys in there. And the underside is incredibly simple. It's like I say, the hopper mine carts are able to suck a block through a block. If you just put a hopper there, it can't be pulled through. So you need the hopper minecart, which then pulls it into here, which obviously after I get a couple stacks, I'm going to route all of these and these over here into a storage system that's going to sit probably about right here. And then, yeah, it's going to be the same thing on that side. So let's hop into another short time lapse and we're going to get this done. Yay! Alrighty, hope you enjoyed that quick time lapse of me getting all these sheep wrangled on in here. Some of them did not want to cooperate. Apparently, when you have the wheat in your offhand and you have the lead pulling them, they kind of freak out and don't want to go in. But if you take the wheat out of your offhand and just pull them in, they just go right into the hole. So I don't know what's up with that. But either way, they're all in here currently very slowly getting the wool. I put all of these shears in here and I'll be getting all that lovely, lovely wool. Next up, which I think we're going to save for next episode because this one's running a little long, is the actual sorting system and all that fun stuff and designing this. Because again, I'm not 100% sure on the design itself, but it should be similar to what I have mocked up in creative as far as like the blocks go. So, with all that said, hopefully you did enjoy. I will see you in the next one. Do take care of yourself. Stay lovely. Stay beautiful. Stay amazing. Alrighty. Toodles. And also, if you did enjoy, like and subscribe is always appreciated. And if you didn't, I'm sorry. Alrighty. Toodles.